Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Hey, 66.
From the 30 on second down, Brady into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. From the 25 on second down, Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard. Brings up third and
Put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
From the gun on third down, Brady to Barkley on the check down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. To throw is Brady. And he's got Fitzgerald. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On play action, now Brady. He lets it fly for Lockett. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Play fake, Rivers. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mecole Hardman, 85 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Now a play fake. Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Wide, 80.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Alert! Hey, Alpha! Check 55, Mike. I got him. Mike 55, Mike 55. All right, D, let's all right, D. Mike 55.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. The quick slant caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
First down.
Mike, check, 59.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Rivers to throw this time. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
3rd and short yardage. Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DeAndre Hopkins. 76 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there. A big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this play lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Saquon Barkley, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Let's go. Pick it up, D.
50.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Slack the team! Alpha!
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Rivers now to throw on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The secondary has been roasted in this first half. Are they going to measure revenge there? Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
On first down, Brady. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Brady now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for Edelman there. The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this time he'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
From the 27, Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I don't think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now Brady. And now here is another interception. picked by Pierre Desir. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. To throw is Rivers. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ronald Blair able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing, Rivers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones. Rivers now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ronald Blair in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Hey, 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Set, 390.
Mike's by 4. Silver.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers as his guys continue to pour it on. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Operating from the gun, Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Again, it's Barkley. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Brady. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Barkley. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be...
Brady going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Brady. It's caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Alert! 55.
Brady to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Zach Ertz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Bailey got the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Patriots 7. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Brady. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And now we'll hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for New England. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd and 9, Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Looking for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3 and 5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.